They canceled John Rowling recently.
Vladimir Putin compared himself to Harry Potter author J.K. Rowling. Let me play this video, and then I'll get to my thoughts on this.
They canceled John Rowling recently, the children's author. Her books are published all over the world, even just because she didn't satisfy the demands of gender rights. They're not trying to cancel our country. I'm talking about the progressive discrimination of everything to do with Russia, this trend that's unfolding in a number of Western states with the full neglect or sometimes encouragement of Western cultures. They're now engaging in the cancel culture. They're even removing Tchaikovsky, Shostakovich, Rachmaninoff from posters.
Just like J.K. Rowling, I too am being cancelled while sitting in palace on pile of cash. I mean, you can't even invade a sovereign country anymore without getting cancelled. This cancel culture is really getting out of hand. I tried my best. This is so ridiculous. So I'm going to get to my commentary on this and a reaction online, and J.K. Rowling actually responded. I'll get to that as well. But first, invading a country and destroying countless innocent lives, that's not cancel culture. But a public figure facing criticism while still holding incredible wealth and cultural power, while still selling her books and having new projects on the way, that is somehow cancel culture. This is bizarre. I mean, he's trying here. It's like he spends time on Twitter. He's trying here to, I don't know, try and elicit some sympathy from the West by for people that agree with J.K. Rowling. But like even if you are one of those people, and I disagree with you, but even if you are one of those people, how can you possibly claim that J.K. Rowling is canceled? How? She's not. Facing criticism as a public figure does not mean you're canceled. That's just simply facing criticism as a public figure. Now, on the point he made at the end there about, various Russian cultural figures being canceled, that actually is true. And it's fine to acknowledge that. I acknowledged that in a video I did last week. Random Russians targeted with actual cancel culture, including a Russian cosmonaut, the first man in space, including Tchaikovsky. As he mentioned there was going to be a concert featuring Tchaikovsky, and that was canceled. So, yeah, that's stupid. That doesn't accomplish anything. But that is nowhere near the impact of invading a country, displacing millions upon millions, and killing thousands and thousands of civilians in the process. Like, how can you possibly, even if you acknowledge this cancel culture exists, what does that have to do with what Russia is doing right now? The actual impact, clearly, night and day. You compare this to invading a country, I think one is clearly worse than the other one. If you don't agree, then you're a crazy person. Now, let me get to J.K. Rowling's response to this. So she tweeted out, critiques of Western cancel culture are possibly not best made by those currently slaughtering civilians for the crime of resistance or who jail and poison their critics. Hashtag I stand with Ukraine. And I want to get to a reaction here. This is from Ari Drennan here, tweeting out, I don't know about you, but I feel pretty good about not being on the same side of the debate over gender rights as Vladimir Putin. I agree. J.K. Rowling, of course, has been consistently putting out a lot of anti-trans garbage. So, yeah, she's getting criticized. Yet she still has a ton of money, is still selling books, still has more projects on the way. And Vladimir Putin is trying to use this to generate some kind of sympathy for him while he's invading a country. Completely nuts.